Hey, RevTech here. I'm Saeed, aka RevTech, and I serve as the Chief Technology and Information Security Officer at American Baptist Home Mission Societies, or ABHMS. Here, I lead my team in living out the promotion of faith, cultivation of Christ-centered leadership and discipleship, and deliverance of healing and transformation to all the places that we touch, and I say in person and digitally as well. I also run RevTech. It's a platform dedicated to providing practical solutions and real help and technology resources for nonprofits, faith-based organizations, and churches. In honor of Black History Month, I've been asked to answer a few questions about my journey into technology and also how it relates to my faith. And let's go. One figure that has profoundly inspired me, and you may not even know who he is, but his name is Dr. Ronald Mallett. He's an African-American theoretical physicist and professor emeritus at the University of Connecticut. As a child, he was fascinated by time travel after reading The Time Machine by H.G. Wells, but his journey was shaped by the tragic loss of his father when he was just 10 years old. That loss motivated him to pursue physics in the hope of developing a time machine to see his father again. Dr. Mallett's work builds on Einstein's general theory of relativity, particularly the relationship between gravity and time. He theorized that circulating laser beams could twist space-time, potentially enabling time travel. Yes, this is real stuff. At a time when I was trying to figure out how to make Black history relevant to me, I heard about Dr. Mallett from an NPR story, and it really just shook my world and also made me really excited to know that there was another Black man out there somewhere who loved physics, who loved science fiction, and saw fit to find a way to combine those two right there. His life work in his memoir, Time Traveler, A Scientist's Personal Mission to Make Time Travel a Reality, are a testament to the power of perseverance and persistence and passion in the face of obstacles. For me, Dr. Mallett's story reminds us that no dream is too big, even when the odds seem impossible, even when it seems like science fiction. Well, I've got to give credit to my dad, my father, for sparking my interest in tech. When I was a kid, around 10 or 11 years old, my parents won a TI-99/4A. It was a computer from Texas Instruments. This was one of the first home computers available in mass market, and it was a game changer for me. It wasn't much. It was just a keyboard that connected to a TV for a display, but it came with a book on learning basic. I remember my dad when he handed it to me and he said, "Learn this." And that was the moment that my curiosity in technology took off. I was captivated by looping constructs and programming concepts and just seeing that I was doing things with my finger that resulted in text on a screen that made things happen beyond what I just saw in that text. Interestingly, around the same time, I also received Christ into my life. And so this experience would eventually lead me to pursue a life in ministry about 10 years later. So here I am today. I've been living a life that blends both the theology and the technology, guiding me to serve the church and also the tech world at the same time. Right now, I'm working on some exciting projects. First up is Ministry Life. It's a secure, safe, positive, algorithm-oriented social network for ministry professionals. It's about building a positive and meaningful platform without worrying about privacy issues. I'm also working behind the scenes on RevTech Digital Campus. It's specifically designed for NFCs, that's my language, for nonprofits, faith-based organizations, and church professionals. The RevTech Digital Campus will be focused on learning and engaging with AI and emerging technology and other ways to automate, to increase your efficiency, to also safeguard and protect you and your constituents and all the work that you're doing. I'm really excited about this because this will help bridge the gap between the technology and the sacred work that we do every day. And on top of that, I'm hoping to talk more, sharing this message on what I call the art of missionizing organizational technology to sustain and scale sacred work. I truly believe that technology, when used rightly, can help us extend our mission and make a greater impact in the work that we do. If I could go back in time and give advice to my younger self, I would say document your life like you document your code, or like you should be documenting your code. And I say that because you'll definitely not forget the bad things in life, but it can be challenging to remember to also be intentional about documenting or photographing or just finding some way to record the good times as well. If we don't do that, well, we run the risk of only having the not so great bubbling from the inside of us without remembering that there are great things that happen as well. It's easy to get caught up in the work when life gets in the way of living. But just like in programming, life has bugs and issues. And just like being a developer or a programmer, people will have expectations and problems will arise, and you cannot always anticipate the challenges. But remember, in spite of it all, no matter what people say, no matter how people criticize you, no matter the challenges that come your way, um, remember that your value is not in the work of your hands. It's not even at its core and the judgment of others or anything earthly. Your value comes from the fact that you are a child of God and created in his image and likeness. So as you face challenges, young Saeed, young RevTech, remember to find that your worth is in the master of the universe. Keep your head up, learn from your experiences, and always lean on that truth. Well, if you want to connect with me, you can find me online. I'm at GoRevTech. All my socials and YouTube, find me at the hashtag or at GoRevTech. And if you're going to be at the Samuel DeWitt Proctor Conference, definitely come and check me out on Wednesday morning at 10:30. I'm going to be delivering a presentation and workshop on the title FYI and the Age of Surveillance. It's a deep dive and a walk through the reality in terms of where we are and how surveillance is all around us, but also at the same time understanding that there are things that we can do to mitigate our digital presence, to safely communicate and protect ourselves, our families, and our constituents in the work that we do as well. Let's connect. Let's build something great. I'd love to be able to meet up with you. And as I always say in my videos, RevTech out.